morning, everybody. Hello, welcome to the stream. There's no indication of it in the title, but this is a writing stream. We're going to chat, we're going to write, or we're going to work. We're going to do sprints. Whether or not people write is outside of my control. We'll do sprints. And I personally will not actually be writing, given my injury. I did not make this thumbnail. That was... So I don't want anybody getting any ideas about how I got this injury. This injury is 100% from finishing my draft. Anyway, Miss Anne.
Well, okay.
How are you this morning?
I'm doing okay. She's on her Shark Week, so she
You're
is
still kitchenette, by the way.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Just so we're clear.
I can read.
Okay. So it's Shark Week.
Yeah, so it's Shark Week. So I was laying in bed today and I have a heating pad on, which Bunny is very much enjoying sticking her face on. So that's very cute.
That is cute.
I would show you, but it's a direct crotch shot. Either that she likes the heating pad or she likes that I'm on my Shark Week.
Yeah, that too.
So yeah.
Wow, we really just are out here saying anything on the internet at this point. Less than 2 minutes into the stream. Like
less than 2 minutes.
We're so comfortable at this point. It's kind of ridiculous. Like when I realized that you are a published author, like not just like vague anymore. Like Queen has a book in Barnes & Noble. I bought your book in the airport, and like you're telling people it's your Shark Week. You know what? And good for you, because why is that a taboo subject? Why can't women be like, oh yeah, it's that, I'm on my period. Why not?
Why not?
In the same way that people are like, oh, I'm having lunch, right?
Yeah. Or I have a back injury, or I have whatever. Like,
yeah. I loved this. I love this. The real ones watched her injure that wrist in real time. Yes, you guys all did. Yes, you did.
Which is hilarious in the context of the thumbnail.
Absolutely not. Absolutely
I know.
Not. Great.
Look, my original thumbnail idea was to have that picture, and then write delusion, convince yourself.
That took me a long time.
Why are you booing me? I'm right.
I'm booing you for that.
But yeah, anyway, I thought it was funny. So
it's a great thumbnail. It made me laugh, but also I was like, I hate that it applies to me. I hate the implication of it, but
it was too good.
It's very funny. Let's say hello to our one and only Jod. Jessica, good morning. Hello, Wendy. Hello, Emily. Welcome. It's also Emily's Shark Week, so we're struggling over here. Jessica says, abolish the stigma. Yes. Also, why is it easy to talk about Shark Week when you're not having Shark Week? Oh, that's true. Maybe because, I don't know, it is like uncomfortable, like physically. So maybe you just don't want to think about the thing that's making you physically uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm doing okay. I am, I had a little bit of a crash out on Monday because I was specifically told not to type anymore. And I was like being like, oh, I can get away with like a little typing, like an hour of typing every day or something like that, like to get emails done. Like, and I was not even going to try and write. I was just for emails, for, mainly emails. I've got a lot of emails to send these days, everybody. And so I had this like absolute crash out thinking I wasn't going to get anything done. And I did end up, even though I played The Sims for an insane amount of time, one-handed, I should say, and actually too much time, because then this hand started to hurt and I was like, we can't have them both go out of commission. That would be no bueno. So I'm going to actually try and limit myself severely today in terms of like how much clicking I'm doing with this hand. But I still, using the Apple accessibility features, I have been able to get some stuff done, but it's definitely, my professionalism is taking a hit because the Apple accessibility features aren't perfect. And so some of my emails are a little odd. And I have to say at the end of every email, also, if this email sounded weird, my apologies. I have a wrist injury and I'm using voice to text. I have had several people suggest I use ChatGPT, and I'm like, I don't know how to tell you that that's just not going to happen. So sorry. And Yeah. Anyway, that's how I'm doing. I have a new story idea that I brain dumped a little bit yesterday, voice to text. So that's going to be interesting to reread.
You came up with when we were in Michigan?
It's the notebook therapy one.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
And, well,
That's so good.
Just to be like extra clear to you what it is.
Yes.
Yeah. And I don't know. I have this list of like 40 things. It grows every hour it's called the master to-do list. And it's all the things I would like to get done, but are going to be difficult to do with one hand. But yesterday I was able to do some of them. So today I'm going to try and do a few more, and just not use this hand. I have like exercises that I'm doing with the hand, and those are actually helping. Overall, my pain level isn't too bad today, but it's like one of those things where I've had good days and then I've been like, great, I'm doing better. So then I like use the hand, and then the next day I'm like, oh, everything aches and hurts. And that was the other reason for my crash out on Monday, is that my arm hurt in a way that I've never been able, like, I still can't even fully explain, because it wasn't like piercing pain. It wasn't even throbbing. It was just an overwhelming awareness. Like I could never not be aware of the sensation in my arm. And the sensation was that I had worked out the previous day, lifting 100-pound weights, way beyond what I needed to lift. And I was still holding 100-pound weight in my hand, and my arm was begging me to let it go. And I literally couldn't. Like, that was the thing, is that on Monday, my arm was experiencing a level of exhaustion, like physical exhaustion, that even like if I didn't have the sling on, but I was like resting and like my arm was resting on me, whatever muscles are involved in that rest were exhausted, and they wanted to not be doing that anymore. And like, it was such a day of intense discomfort. It was crazy, but thank goodness that's over. And I started doing my exercises that day. And so I think maybe that's what helped later, because I was not able to fall asleep. I was in so much discomfort. So anyway, you guys don't need to know all this information. Sorry.
I don't know what anyway.
Well,
sad that you had to experience it, but yeah, I know what you mean. I've had that before in my hand, and like these bones here where it's like, oh my god, I just like can't, like nothing helps.
Yeah, there's no relief. And because it's not like I'm not screaming in pain, right? It's not that, but it is.
Yeah, no.
There's just no way to relieve the sensation, and like your body's begging for relief, and you're like, it's like a baby that's crying and you don't know what is wrong, you know?
Yeah.
Jod says my mom uses talk to text on her Android phone and actually does a really good job. Oh, that's great. We don't need to kill the environment for anything, let alone emails. It's so true.
So true.
Wendy says healing takes so long. It does indeed. All right. Before we started the stream, Katie Ann was telling me that last week she was having a really bad physical health week. And so she spent most of it in bed reading, and that she read 6 books.
I did.
6 books.
6 books.
So you told me the first 3 or the first 2. You told me the one by our friend, then the one about the paladin, and then what were the others?
What were the? Oh, let me look. Oh, well, hold on. Actually, all of them were all of them physical books? Yes. All of them are physical books. So I can grab them and show you. Look at this little book reading review. Mini reviews.
While you're doing that, I'm going to entertain our audience as they try and witness me lift this insanely heavy water bottle with my one good hand and try and take a sip of water. Okay, hold on. I think I have to grab it from the neck and then rest it a little bit, and then your girly pop needs to get a straw. I have one. I just don't know how it works in this thing. It's like came with a straw, but I need to figure out how to insert it. Anyway, that's what he said. So this is my massive water bottle. This was one of my many rewards for completing my 75-day challenge. I wanted to, at the start of the challenge, get myself a water bottle for the challenge, but then I was like, no, don't buy yourself something for a challenge you haven't even completed yet. You can get yourself a water bottle if you complete the challenge. And I completed the challenge, and so I got myself a water bottle. It's one of those, it's a 70, well, it goes to 64 ounces, but then that's like, there's still lots of room left. So I think it actually goes closer to 80 ounces. which is right around where the amount of water I want to be drinking every day. So my goal is to just drink one of these a day.
There you go. All right, book. It's not really a haul, but kind of. But these are the books that were consumed this week or last week.
Yeah.
Most of it was on the weekend because it was the start of the Summer Scare Readathon. So
fun.
The first one I've talked about at length, is In Writing by Hattie Criswell.
Right.
Talk about this one so much. Highly recommend as a writing craft. Not even like specifically like writing craft, but like writers talking about writing. So if you want different perspectives on stuff, highly recommend. There is some like advice stuff in here, so you will get some advice, but highly recommend.
Yeah.
And next I read Paladin's Grace by T. Kingfisher, which was so incredible, so amazing. Oh my God, speaking of Lindsay Puckett, LOL, I'm about to talk to you about you in a minute.
Welcome.
Hi, Lindsay. So, get ready to be your ego stroked for a while. I loved this book, okay? It is so cozy, but also at the same time, like, has some interesting gory elements, which I, of course, love because I am a gore monster at my core, but it's also a cozy romance. So,
interesting.
So lovely. I think you'd really like it, Wallace.
I'm gonna get it. I just
Mhm.
have so many books I'm trying to read, and so I'm gonna try and make a dent on my current TBR, and then I have my current TBR, and then I have a potential TBR, and I'll put that one on my potential TBR.
I think that's a good idea. And also look at how beautiful the cover is. Like, this is so stunning. Hello, like I love her. They're all it's like hand painted, like beautiful. I don't love the US covers, so I do have to wait to get books 2, 3, and 4 because I did in fact have to order them from England because this is the UK cover, so I have to wait a little bit. But I did get an email that they're on their way across the ocean, so
nice.
I am so excited to read the second one, Lindsay. I'm like eagerly awaiting the second one to come. And they're all, I believe they're all standalones. They're standalone romances, so like interconnected standalone with like overarching plot. And then I started the Summer Scare Readathon held by our lovely Jessica Williamson, where I read all 4 of these books in 2 days. So
wow.
The first one I read is Under Lock and Key by Lana Ferguson, which is a Loch Ness Monster romance. It's not for me. I'll say that. It was not for me. I don't love the writing style. And I'll just say that. It was not for me. So I think if you like, I don't even know what, like, you know what? I'm just going to leave it there. You can try it out if you do. Just wasn't for me. That's what we'll say. Not that I think it was like so horrifically bad that no one would ever like it, but it just was not
for you.
Not my style of taste for prose wise. And then I read a book that was so fucking good. So sorry, I'm going off on a long tangent, but this is what y'all asked for. So a book that was so good, I recommend it to everyone to read. It was A Long Stretch of Bad Days by Mindy McGinnis. This was a recommendation from Jod. I picked it up in Ohio a couple years ago at her local bookstore. This copy is signed.
Nice.
Which is so fun. This book's prose is so good. Its mystery is so well done, and it's so interesting. The characters are so fascinating, and it's a very interesting look at like small towns. This is literally so good. I read this one, and I was like, okay, I need a palate cleanser. Like I need something different. And so this was for my the prompt in the Summer Scare Readathon of like out of your comfort zone, because I don't really read YA and I don't really read like thriller mystery type books very often. I watch a lot of them, but I don't read them. And this literally, I read this in one sitting, and it's like 400 pages.
Wow.
Like this was so deliciously good. Like the writing was perfection. So good. Highly recommend. And then, nope, we're saving the best for last.
Thanks.
Hi, Cody.
And
then I read Graveyard Shift by Emma Rio. Oh wait, one more thing I want to say about. Oh, sorry. I was reading this as palate cleanser, and I told my mom, I was like, I'm either gonna love this book or I'm gonna hate it because Jess loves this book, and
Mm-hmm.
either everything Jess loves, I either love or hate, and everything I love, she either loves or hates. There's no in between, and so happy to report that me and Jess aligned on this one. So anyway, that was kind of the funny taste of like, I'm either gonna love this or I'm gonna hate it, and enough. Anyway, back to Graveyard Shift, which is a really short book. I read it for the under 200 pages. It's 109 pages.
Oh wow.
And
It's like a novella.
Oh yeah, it is. It's a novella. This is by the same author as If We Were Villains, which is one of my favorite books of all time. This book suffered from being a novella. Like, I'm unsure of exactly what I've been trying to noodle on it because I'm just unsure of why she decided to make this a novella instead of a full-length novel. Like, I'm not quite sure why it had to be so short. Like, the prose was really good, like the characters were good, like it had, like it was very competently written.
Maybe we should
but
call
maybe. But yeah, this read honestly more like a outline for a novel that then like it was obviously like written as like a novel. Like, it wasn't written in like she did this and then she did that and then this happened. Like, it wasn't written like that. It was like written like a novel. But it was like I could see where I would go back in and be like, hey, let's expand this, let's add to this, let's do this. Like, it felt kind of like that, like 109 page like zero draft that had been cleaned up. Boo has some thoughts.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Anna saw the covers for the Paladin series when she was with Mullen in London, and they both gasped at how beautiful they were. Hi. Hello. Katie Ann is telling us, for people who just read, Katie Ann is telling us about the 6 books that she read last week while on bed rest. That's why I wanted her to go into all this, because I'm just gooped gagged by the 6 books in 7 days vibe of it all. Oh,
pretty incredible. So yeah, I don't think this was a bad book by any means. If you're interested in like kind of like weird sci-fi like sleep stuff, you might enjoy it, and it's a really short read. So like,
yeah,
not a bad book by any means. And it has some great prose. So like, if you're looking to just like read for some like really good prose to like think on and chew on, it'd be worth a try. It's only 109 pages.
That was the Palace of Eros for me. Like, I just could not believe the language of that book. It was so beautiful. I just wanted to sit with every sentence.
And speaking of that, last but certainly not least,
definitely not least,
ended my week with a bang, because The Odds by our very own Lindsay Puckett. And I am not just saying this because I know her. I know her. It's more like I know her. She's so good. Like, this book, let me tell you all, this book was so good. It's a middle grade spooky about Begonia, and she lives with her 56 grandparents, and she is not a very likable little girl, but I love that about her. She is so snarky and so funny, and like, she is trying to save her family. Like, she has her family, and everyone is odd. They'll have oddities. So you have all the grandparents who have like really funny little quirks. Like, you have the grandparent who like has horns. You have a grandparent whose head is literally a beehive. My favorite grandparent, Lindsay, I was going to text this, but you're here, so I'm going to tell you it. My favorite grandparent was Grandpappy Burl, who is intimated to be a snowman. And his name's Burl, like Burl Ives. Lindsay, your mind. Anyway, no spoilers. This book was so good, so cute. I loved the way you wrote it, Lindsay. Like, the language is just so good. Like, and then Begonia has migraines, which, if you don't know, I also have, and Lindsay also has. So the way that migraines were written about and the way she describes them like a thunderstorm, Lindsay, I could kiss you on the mouth. I won't, because you're married, but I could, because it was so good. So good. So good. Please read this book.
I don't know. It's like, I don't know if Lindsay's still here, but yeah.
Yes. It's so good, Lindsay. Anyway, it's so stinking fun. Like, I kid you not, this would have been my favorite book as a child. Like, child Katie would have loved this book.
You should give it to, I know your niece and nephew are a little young, but you should definitely put it on reserve for them.
I think I'm gonna send it. My cousins all have daughters,
Oh,
and so I'm gonna and one of them, she's 10, so she's like the perfect age for this one. I think I'm gonna send it to her. So I love the odds. She was beautiful. I can't wait to have you sign this copy, Lindsay.
Oh, cute.
So I love her.
I love that. Also, Cody says that the special edition of A Dark and Secret Magic comes in today, and I'm pumped to add that beautiful baby to my bookshelf.
Yes.
Cody, and it should be signed. Cody, chime in once it arrives. Let me know if you got a special signature, if you got a Merlin says hi, or if you got a pumpkin, because in our entire community, I am the only person that received a Merlin says hi. And I have this like conspiracy theory that Unplugged Books took all of my special like signatures and tossed them, threw them away, and only sent me one of them. So I would think that they were still in there. So anyway, and back to the odds, Lindsay or John says, also, how's Lindsay going to plot twist me like that? So
Ayo.
I love a writer who, when writing for middle grade students, takes her audience seriously. You know, that's the best. All right, our people. Thank you, first of all, Katie. Congratulations on such an incredible reading week. I have been a little out of the loop because I was at a family wedding this week and I was hosting people at my apartment and stuff like that. Is the Summer Scare Readathon over? Was it just like a weekend event, or is it like a month-long thing?
No, it's it goes until this weekend. I think it ends the 21st.
And
sales.
Okay. Because I was like, I wanted to participate in it this year, but the ARM has really thrown everything off. Like I was gonna be literally like freaking promoting A Dark and Secret Magic so hardcore this month and stuff like that, but with my arm the way that it is, I can't set up photos. I can't really take pictures. I can't I can't hold something in my hand really. Like that's my thing is I still don't really have grip strength. I can't with this arm truly, not because I'm trying to rest it, but with this arm, I cannot unscrew a pickle can, you know, I have to like hold it and then do it like this. And even then that doesn't really work because then I'm putting pressure onto this arm and it hurts. So anyway, we're just
Ms. Mo,
what?
My family and I were going to be going to a fall festival, not this weekend, but next weekend.
Fun.
And so I was going to be bringing a Dazzle with me to take some photos.
Thanks, Katie Ann.
So you may have some photos for a Dazzle. I was going to bring the special edition and the paperback.
You're so sweet. Thank you. Honestly, don't do the special edition because it's gone. It's sold out again. The second one sold out. So yeah, they literally, I was shook. I didn't even realize until they posted. Because I was like, oh, they ordered so many more copies this time than last time. So I was like, so, you know, it doesn't really like, they're not going to sell out again is what I was telling myself because they ordered so many more copies. And then they posted that they only had 10 more available. And I was like, excuse me? Only 10? Anyway. So,
10.
Oh my gosh, the way I am so ready for fall and the way I woke up this morning, huge thunderstorms last night, which I left my window open because I love the sound of a thunderstorm.
Yes.
And I woke up this morning to 46 degrees. Like,
yes.
And it is still cold. All my windows in my apartment are open, letting in that fresh fall air. I don't have like fruit, but I might do a spice simmer today just to like have something simmering.
Oh, yes.
I did an apple and orange simmer with my sister last weekend with like cloves and cinnamon sticks. So we might have to just do like something along that line without the apples. Let's go special edition. Woo! I really hope like if Unplugged puts in another order, I'm not entirely sure I'll be able to sign the next one just because it's like the
yes, I'm left-handed.
Strain. Yeah. And I don't, like I said, I don't want to put this one out of commission too. So and they probably won't put in another order for it. So that's fine. Or if they do, it won't be until like next year. So we'll see. Okay. 25 minutes into the stream, would people like to do a sprint?
Yeah, let's do some sprinting. My first sprint's going to be about reading because I'm still obviously participating in the Summer Scare Readathon. I have, well, please,
Will you read me the prompts?
Yes. So
I was also going to read during this stream, just because that's on my to-do list, and I want to see if the book that I want to read I can squirrel it into the Summer Scare Readathon. Does it have to be scary? Like, is that the point?
I mean, I mean, yeah.
It's a
Like it doesn't have to be like it could be like spooky or like kind of fall, autumn themed.
I don't think it's any
What's
of.
the book?
It's Ellie's book, the Wings of Ruin. Hold on, let me show you real quick. Sorry, I'm wearing booty pants right now, so I'm not going to show you guys that. But my photographer who did my author portraits is also a writer, and this is her book, Wake of Ruin. And she painted that. That's her own artwork, her own cover. Is that amazing?
Beautiful. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's really good. It's a high fantasy adventure. Book 1 is called Empire of Vanishing Light, or maybe Wake of Ruin is the first book, and then the series is called Empire of Vanishing Light.
I think that would count because there is we could talk to Jeff, but a spooky word in the title. I would say ruin is kind of spooky.
Ruin is spooky. That's true.
Ruin is spookies.
Yeah. So yeah, everybody, I think you can get these on Amazon. They're also on Kindle Unlimited, I think. So I'm gonna. I was reading. And she signed it for me. And this is one of the creatures in the book. It's called a wisdom. It's like a little fat little dragon. So it's cute.
God, he's adorable.
She signed it for me, which is so cute. I had started reading it, and then I was like, oh, her and my writing style is too similar. And I was working on About You, and I was like, I'm going to put this down until I'm done with About You. So that way it doesn't seep into me. Because I do have that, like, that's like not a fatal flaw of mine, but it's a personal flaw where like I can specifically tell what part of A Dark and Secret Magic I was in when I was rereading some Jane Austen stories. Like the way, and you guys go and tell me if you think you know where it is, because the way their dialogue and their voices all shift and like everything shifts to be like me trying to intimate Jane Austen is so funny. Anyway, how about why don't I get a sprint going? Because I'm
going to be reading. Where did my book go?
Yeah.
Hello?
And since we're both trying to do Summer Scare Readathon stuff, let's get a spooky timer. This creepy statue.
Yes.
And since it's a reading sprint, do we want to do a longer sprint, like a 45, or what do you think?
Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay.
Let's do that. I have all the books that I did read. I also have 2 audiobooks on my TBR. I have 3 books left to hit all of my prompts for Summer Scare.
Oh my gosh. Wait. Will you send me the link to the Summer Scare? I thought I really want to participate in this, and I know there's left, but like I'm gonna try.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You should. Yeah, this is the most I've ever participated, because usually every year I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna participate in the Summer Scare Readathon, then I don't read a single fucking book. Yeah. Where the fuck did that book go? Hello, I'm so confused.
Well, I'm gonna get the sprint not started, but I'm gonna at least share my screen.
Maybe I'll be listening. So the prompts are, for everyone who's curious, if you didn't know, it's a middle grade, a gravestone on the cover, includes a cryptid, horror/thriller, spooky word in the title, on someone else's TBR, under 200 pages, diverse to you, and outside of your comfort zone.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So one of the books that I'm reading is The Haunting of Velkwood, which is a horror thriller. I'm listening to that on audio. I think I'm only like 3 chapters in, and I'm really enjoying it. And the other one is a romance called Best Hex Ever, which I'm using for the diverse to you because I think both main characters are Moroccan. And the author is Moroccan. So, but I can't find that book to show you.
Oh my gosh, I can do Ellie's book, and then I can also finish my read of your book too, because Thruple is definitely outside of my comfort zone.
There you go.
There you go.
And it's spooky how bad that book is.
No, don't say that. Correct.
I know. I'm just. It's unfinished. We'll say that. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Literally, it was a first draft.
Yeah, second, but yeah.
Oh. I'm just gonna be of the opinion that anything sent to an editor is a first draft, like first time. The first thing sent to an editor is the first draft. That's my new rule for myself. Now that I'm in a published author situation, that's what I'm saying to myself. That it's not a real draft.
It's your story.
It's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Cody is saying, I'm reading Play Nice by Rachel Harrison. It's about an influencer that inherits a possessed house. I love it. I love all these like books that are coming out or that people have ideas for that are influencer but make it scary. Like you just see how they're pervasive in our zeitgeist at this point. Cody says it's still in the 80s here. Our fall doesn't get into full swing until October. Cody is in Texas, question mark. Wendy says, alas, my
South for sure.
What? Where's South? SoCal?
The South for sure.
Oh, the South.
Okay. The South, yeah.
I was gonna say I don't think SoCal ever gets fall. I think it's just SoCal. Alas, my finally fallish air is still tainted with smoke. Oh no, Wendy, I'm sorry to hear that. Luckily, it's a smoke-free day here. John says, also Saturday, I'm doing 8 hours of sprints and starting at 9 a.m. Eastern with Brittany Loves Reading on both of our channels. I think we're starting on Brittany's channel. And I'm assuming it's reading sprints. You don't have to read spooky books to fit the prompts. They're just easier to hit with spooky books usually. That's fair. Also, hello, Lavender. I'm here because I'm having a real bad headache today, so no work. Oh, I'm so sorry. Froggy's here. Jessica's going to walk on the treadmill for the sprint. Oh, I love that. Jessica, are you going to listen to music or an audiobook or just kind of listen to your own thoughts? Jod approves. Jod approves. I'm reading Play Nice by Rachel Harrison. We went over that. Cody is in Tennessee. Got it. It's going to be in the 90s in Ohio this week. Y'all, what? We're getting a high of 97. Woo! I am so happy. I'm happy to be sitting at my 48 degrees right now. Like, this is why living on the Colorado Plateau and in the mountains is a slay, because I think we get fall earlier than other people at our latitude just because we're so high up. So
that's crazy, Jod, because I don't live that far from Jod, and our high I think is going to be like 80, and that's like at 4. You know, like it's really cool in the morning. Like our low today was like 55, was like 45.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
wow.
Wow. That is a wow. All right, are people ready?
So ready. Let's do it. I'm gonna try to find this book.
45 minutes. Here we go. Happy sprinting.
Woo.
All right, friends, that was a crazy sprint. We're going to get into it. The first thing I wanted to point out is from Ash saying, hello, I haven't been able to watch lives lately and can only watch the replays due to work, but just wanted to say I started praying on Sunday and got my first full request this morning. Ash, I'm giving you snaps because I can't give you claps.
Yeah!
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So dale. Amazing. Very well done. And hopefully, if you're watching the replay, you got all of our celebration. Katie Ann, would you like to share or not? It's public.
I think it is, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
let me just look at my email, see if
It's
says
you
anything.
literally sent me the link. Like it's there.
I know. Should I just share this my
Yes.
screen?
Yes, just share your screen.
Hold on, let me set it up.
This was all happening behind the scenes during this sprint. Also, I got to page 40. Oh wow, actually that's decent. I got to page 40 of Wake of Ruin.
Share screen. This one.
Do you guys see that logo in the corner? That is indeed the New York Times. All right. This is an article. Katie, take it away. I don't want to take your
No, I love how you're doing it.
I
love how you're doing it. Okay.
Because I don't want to, yeah.
So there's this article written by the romance fiction columnist was published today, which is you can read. It's the sports romance, a starter pack. And if you scroll down here, some, some hockey, some baseball, some basketball, and what's that? Oh, who's that? Who got reviewed?
Who's that?
Today?
Oh my goodness.
Look at that review. Like, look at how nice. Like,
do you want to read it? Read it out loud.
All right, here we go.
This is everybody. Wait, hold on. There's a drum roll one. So I want to do it.
Do it.
Yeah. This is
perfect.
Our very first Troublemaker New York Times book review. All right, and you guys are all here to witness it. Here we go.
You are okay. Tennis has almost as rich a literary history as baseball does. Where baseball leans melancholic, tennis writing often veers into mild horror. Think David Foster Wallace reimagining nuclear war with tennis balls and infinite jest. Or Zan Brooks. I don't know who that is, but so sorry I've mispronounced their name. Descending into otherworldly madness while live blogging a Wimbledon match that lasted 11 hours. Backhanded Compliments is an appropriately spiky romance about two arch-rival tennis pros who discover their mystically fated soulmates. Juliette Ritchie, the third sister in a tennis dynasty, has fought her whole life to live up to her sister's legacy and the expectations of their coach father. She and the Croatian phenom Luka Kesic have been trading barbs via the press and social media for months, but have yet to meet on court. When they finally do, their handshake causes their name to appear on each other's forearms in inky black. That's right, soul marks are breaking out of fan fiction and into mainstream romance.
Hey, mainstream girl.
Hey! Jules is snarly and prone to lashing out. Luca hides an anxious sensitivity behind frosty, isolating walls. The rivalry is volatile, the tennis physically brutal, and the slow yielding to passion. Exquisite.
Oh, it's the exquisite for me. Hello.
Hey.
Oh, so exciting. How are you feeling?
That's crazy. Oh my, I honestly, I'll be so real. So y'all, let me tell you the story.
Tell us the story.
Because we've been holding on to this story.
We have been holding on to this story for so long that I kind of forgot. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. I also kind of forgot, but it's anyway, I'll tell you. Okay.
Yeah.
So the night is June 10th.
Mm-hmm.
Like it has just gone midnight into June 10th. I mean, like my book has literally just released.
Yes.
Literally. Like we were listening to the audiobook and like it was late at night and like whatever, like, and then we like literally all went to bed.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'm gonna check my email because, you know, I don't know. I'm a published author now. LOL. Why not?
Yeah.
So I checked my email. I have an email from my publicist how this romance columnist has asked for the PDF to, or like the like galley version or whatever of Backhanded Compliments, and a high res photo of the cover.
Mm-hmm.
And my publicist was like, "Yeah, usually this means you're going to get a review in the New York Times."
Hey.
Casually. And I was like, I read this email and I'm like, what? So I just take a screenshot and I send it to the group chat with a bunch of question marks, because literally everyone has already got, like, we've gone to bed like 5 minutes. Like, it's been 5 minutes. And I just hear thump 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 thump. Wallace is running down the stairs. Oh, no, actually, no, I'm so sorry. I'm missing a pertinent part of this.
Okay.
I had gotten in the shower.
Yeah.
Taken a shower, got out, and was just in a towel.
Yes.
And I look at my email. I'm just like scrolling through my email, whatever. And I just send that. And so I am naked. And Wallace on my door. Like, what is this? What is this? What is going on? And I'm like, give me 5 minutes. I am literally naked right now.
Never. You can't send me news like that and then like not expect me to react that way. I'm so sorry.
No, it was so funny. So I get dressed. I open my door. By this point, everyone is like, what's going on? Because there's Kate across the nude news. Yeah. There's Kate across the hall. She's opened the door. There's Jess, and then Devesha and Lindsay and you were upstairs, and Becca was downstairs. And so we're all congregating on this landing. I'm like, what the hell? And I was like, okay, this is crazy news. So that happened. That's how I found out that I was probably going to be reviewed by the New York Times.
Yeah.
So anyway, all of that happens, and I'm expecting like, okay, it'll probably be like a couple of weeks, like end of June, like beginning of Wimbledon season.
Yeah.
It would probably be revealed. It doesn't. So literally, like, it was so weird. Like, a couple of days ago, I was thinking, I was like, oh, I wonder whatever happened to that New York Times article. Like, I wonder, my thought was like, oh, well, okay, she must have read it and not super liked it. So like, I guess I wasn't reviewed by the New York Times, which like would be totally fine. Like, it was never like, my publicist wasn't like, oh, you are getting reviewed. She was like, it's likely.
Yeah.
This is usually what they do when they do review you, they ask for these things, and like, it's not a guarantee, but like, it could be. And so it's like, okay, whatever. And then I looked at my email today. It's here.
Amazing. So this is good knowledge for everybody. Everybody, when your publicist mails you that you might be getting a review in the New York Times, just for future notice, it
takes a while.
It takes about 10 weeks. So
yeah. Which I think, honestly, seeing the amount of books, like, she must be reading
12 weeks. 12 weeks.
Sorry. So yeah, that was
amazing.
I'm just like, what the hell? That's incredible. So
I had completely forgotten about that night. That your launch was such a whirlwind that like I completely forgotten about that. I still have vlog footage. I wonder if I vlogged my reaction to that, because that's crazy. Because I was gonna vlog. I like had a whole series of vlogs for my travels last summer, and then I ended up never posting them, and so they're all in the graveyard. They're all gonna get deleted because they're irrelevant at this point. But maybe I'm gonna not delete the footage from your launch week, just that I have it because it's special to me.
But yeah, it was just like, and of course I couldn't tell anyone. So like, that's why it's been like literally like a portion of the launch event that I can't, or launching, that I could not talk about, because I was like, I can't be like, oh, LOL, and then
that's right. I do remember tromping down those stairs, demanding it. Yeah.
Bang, 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 bang. Open up.
Yeah. Also, no, Jess, this was not Last Unicorn. The Last Unicorn was for the news from last week, which was that A Dark and Secret Magic's German version hit the Spiegel bestseller list in Germany, and that I officially became an internationally bestselling author, which, not to steal your thunder, Katie, I want to get right back to you, but it's basically going to be out in another few hours in Germany. I'm making the list again this week, guys, and this time I'm number 10. So I broke into the top 10, which is super exciting. But yeah, we're riding that vibe.
We are.
You've been reviewed by the New York Times. My book is on the German bestseller list. It's 40 degrees outside.
Like, it's great.
Yeah. Like, things are going well. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be so curious. Like, I want all the details about what, like, this article, like, leads to. I mean, outside of it just being on its own. It doesn't need to lead to anything, because just on its own, it's amazing, as you've literally been reviewed by the New York Times. Like, okay, actually, I don't even want to think about what it's going to lead to. Let's just sit with that for a second. Imagine telling Katie Ann, who's on Query for the Wrath King 3 years ago, by the way, babe, in 3 years, your book, not this book, but a different book that you haven't even written yet, is going to get a review, a glowing review, an exquisite review from the New York Times. Like, just sit with that for a second. How does that feel?
It feels it's I don't even know, like, like, I don't know how to react. I'm like, this is like, because also at the same time, like, here's the thing, like, first of all, I'm gonna say, like, I'm incredibly honored. I'm obviously over the moon. This is surreal and so exciting, but I've got to do so much cool stuff that, like,
I just fucking choked. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Please keep going.
That, like, and I also, okay, here's what I'll actually say, is that I had, like, I tried to keep my expectations low for, like how my book was going to be received, for how it was going to be done, like, things that were going to be, like, asked to do. And, like, the amount that I've been asked to do, and, like, the amount of publications that have talked about my book, and, like, you know, given it reviews, like, I got a starred review from Publishers Weekly. Like, it was very similar to that.
Unbelievable. That was, I mean, no, it wasn't, because your book is so good, but, like, that was,
it was so unbelievable, though, because it's, like,
was so exciting. And it came out of nowhere, to me at least, because I didn't even know that, like, you'd been submitted to them. And so, like, sorry, I keep getting texts. I put my phone on silent, and so then it's like, I'm gonna send it to your
computer. I'll have to look at it.
And that's it was even 10 minutes ago. So my computer's just being an asshole at this point. Like,
look at me.
Sorry. I'm being like, Katie, let's talk about how great you are. Oh, now I'm going to choke on my water. Now I'm going to get a text. And now I'm going to talk about I'm an international bestseller. And it's me. Anyway, keep going.
So it feels very similar to when I got the Publishers Weekly review.
Yeah.
Because, like, there's something about it. Like, she's like, this person is a romance columnist. Like, she reads romance books for a living.
Yeah.
Like, she does this for a living. Like, she's read so many. And, like, to choose mine and, like, read it, and, like, I don't know how many she read to, like, decide what she was going to put on this list. Like, it doesn't really matter to me, but, like, it's just so freaking cool that, like, it's on a different level of, like, an industry professional who, like, this is her job, read the book, was like, yeah, I'm gonna review and recommend this book for people who like sports romances, and put it on with a bunch of other, like, very popular sports romances.
Absolutely.
Like,
well, and it's very likely, I mean, I say very likely, I'm going to posit this as, because of that, it might be because of that the person at the New York Times, because I bet the person at the New York Times reads the Publisher Weekly thing and, like, kind of curates from that. And so because of Publishers Weekly, that could have led to the New York Times one. So I don't know if that's actually the case, but that's a hypothesis. And so it's just, like, so cool when anything like this happens, because it can be cool. That's something I'm trying to, like, work on with myself. And I apologize that the first thing I was like, what is this going to lead to? It doesn't need to lead to anything. It can be cool within of itself, but it could also lead to other cool things. Yeah. But it is still cool within itself. Like, and not just cool. It's, like, literally, you are an author who has been reviewed by the New York Times. Like, that is.
I've been reviewed by the New York Times. I've been reviewed by Publishers Weekly. I've been put into People magazine.
You've been in People magazine. You're in airports. I bought your book at the airport 2 weeks ago, and they had, and they had 4 weeks ago, I went and they had sold out. And so they had restocked. So,
like, it's still just, like, so crazy. Like, all of this is just, like, amazing, incredible. Like,
right?
That
is, like, Katie Ann, when you come out to visit me in Colorado, you can go into the tattered cover and see your book in an airport bookstore.
I'm gonna have to go in and sign them.
Literally. Oh my gosh, you totally should. That'd be so fun.
They're like, hi.
Oh my God, imagine I got in and be like, I'm friends with this author. Can I sign her books? From the author's bestie. Enjoy.
Serve. Serve.
Yeah,
Yep.
that one. Yeah, right.
So yeah, it's just like, wow, it's
Amazing.
absolutely wild, and it's also so fun.
so
I love
sorry.
that it came out on Wednesday.
I'm
Like,
so sorry, but oh my gosh, iconic that we get to celebrate this with everybody. But I need you to change your name to New York Times reviewed author or something like that. Kitchenette is great, but we need it to we need to celebrate the moment. And also, I feel like, and we can have a philosophical discussion about it, but I know that I'm right. So actually, I'm just going to go with it. I feel like this is
okay.
Your Jod approves.
I think it is. I think it is.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. Oh.
You definitely get a Jod approves for that. Slay. How do I get out of here? Oh, here we go. Where were we? There we go. Sorry.
Yeah, for this book, Backhand Compliments.
Yes. New York Times reviewed. Incredible. Not just New York Times reviewed, but New York Times reviewed with the word exquisite. So not much else. Not much else to get for. Yeah, exquisite New York Times reviewed author.
How do I spell exquisite?
If only we could do another live version of the Backup Angels. We do need to clip that because, as Devasia said, that was haunting. That was haunting. I went back and I watched it because I participated, and so I didn't know what it actually was like for an audience member. Devasia was correct. Haunting is the right. Just you and me going.
So funny. So fucking funny.
Oh man. Anyway. So good. So good. Well, congratulations, Katie. You should how are you going to celebrate?
Oh, that's such a good question. I don't know. You
should vlog it, not for YouTube, but just for your own memory, unless you have a diary, and then you should write it in your diary. Because like this, you want to, I think this is the sort of thing, like kind of in the same way that I told you to take a moment right before midnight on your release day. Like this is, I think it's important to recognize. And I totally am hearing what you're saying about like this. It's similar to Publishers Weekly. It's similar to People Magazine. But like, I think it's important to recognize the things that thematically are like, not goal achievements, but like, what's the word? Like, you know, when we're all dreaming about becoming published authors and you have those like highfalutin dreams of, oh, wouldn't it be so cool to do this? Wouldn't it be so cool to do this? And I feel like getting reviewed by the New York Times is one of those moments that so many people are like, oh, that's like the dream, right? And so I think I'm encouraging you to take a moment of like a dream realization moment. And yes, there's still much more dream to be had, but I think it's important to also acknowledge that this is so cool and that this is a moment you want to remember because, you know, wherever your career goes, your long, illustrious career, and I know I'm losing my internet, so I'm sorry if I'm like spacing out right now. Okay. I'm getting the warning signal on StreamYard, but yeah, just take a moment. Yeah. Yes, Miranda, absolutely. There will always be more dream to be had. Absolutely. But I don't think that means we should not notice when the dream is occurring. So
yeah. Which like, you know, like my thought, this is never mind. No, I'm self-editing. You know,
no, I need to know. I need to know.
No.
We do have private chat it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go through the comments as you're doing that. Lindsay says, OMG, why are my friends so cool? Lindsay, you are the coolest. That's what I need you to wrap your mind around. We are cool.
We're all cool because we know you.
Literally, and literally so much of what we have accomplished is because you paved the way too. Like that's the thing. Like you got me through submission. You got Katie through queering. Like, and yeah, so you are the coolest. Let's see. It was Destiny. Jod says, absolutely. The spooky clip is for people with spooky books. Yeah. So what next?
What next?
What next?
More books to be written.
More books to be written. More books to be read. Do we want to do one more sprint? One more 45 reading sprint?
Yeah. I know Stieg is going to be late.
You know,
I thought
if
Debatia was just going to be late too, but
no, she's definitely not going to be here. That's why she needed me to
okay.
run the stream. So,
Okay.
and
I
Stieg is
wasn't sure if she was going to be late or not.
no, Stieg is at a work thing, and so he was like, I don't know if he's going to show up at all. So he said we'll be late, but it might just also be that he doesn't come, which is fine
That's true.
because
Yeah.
we're vibing.
We are.
I like this, Lindsay. Honestly, I'm okay with being in a friendship where we constantly fight about who's coolest. Oh my gosh. Speaking of Lindsay getting me through stuff, it's Lindsay's 75 hard challenge that got me to a completed draft. So thank you to that, Lindsay. I'm low-key thinking about, September 21st is in just a few days. And I started the last one on
Wallace.
summer solstice. And there's a part of me that's interested in starting another one on the fall equinox. But I would call it 70. Wait, I've already written it out in my notes app, which means I'm definitely going to do it. But it's called 75-Day Chill. And it's totally different, except not, than the other. With the main thing being, actually, there are quite a few. You guys want to hear my goals?
Yes, I would love to hear them. Although I love this. It also cut you in an arm sling.
Yeah, I know.
Eyeballs.
I know. Okay, so the 6 goals, because for me it's like you gotta do 6 goals. That's what makes it its thing. Is the first is I'm gonna repeat the goal of 10 minutes in my goal journal because I've completely dropped off on that, and I really felt like I gained so much value from doing that for those 75 days. So I want to bring it back. And then instead of 90 ounces of water, I already told you guys this, but my goal is to get through one of these water bottles a day, which is like, it's technically 64 ounces, but if you fill it all the way to the tippy top, I think it's closer to 80. And it's got the helpful, it's like got the measurements on the side, and then it's got the helpful like time blockers on the side too. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like tells you should have had this much by, I'm behind. By 11 a.m. I'm really behind. It's fine. We're gonna start sucking it down. That's what she said. Anyway, so get through one of those a day. And then I'm not going to do, instead of movement, because I don't know how long it's going to take me. I've been consulting with, I consulted with you, but actually now I have physician consultants who do say it could take up to 12 weeks. Hilarious. Anyway, I'm just gonna, I'm in denial over it, but it's fine. Anyway, yeah, that's fair. Oh, that goes for a long time. Is there a big crash sound at the end of this one or no?
No. I wish there was. I feel like I need to edit it to have a crash, but
yeah. Sorry. So instead of movement, instead of trying to walk, because I can't even walk for a long time because the impact makes my entire right shoulder to my wrist ache. So I'm going to go for movement. My movement goal is just every day do wrist stretches and ankle stretches. Basically, physical therapy is my movement goal. Then I want to do 45. Well, I have 45 minutes definitively in my work for the foundation. And then, which I do anyway, but it's just like a way of keeping me on track. And then 45 minutes every day of scary tasks, with the overall goal being that in my desk drawer, I have 2 entire drawers filled up to the brim of like mail I need to answer, scraps of paper that need to get done, like other stuff that just tasks I've been putting off since before my move even. So like before the 75 hard challenge even started, like that's how I've been putting this stuff off for. So with the goal being that by the end of this challenge, those drawers are empty. Mm-hmm. And then my final goal, instead of my crazy person pills, which I'm in the habit of, I'm taking them every day. My final goal is to start Nutrafil and do Nutrafil for 3 months. So those are, and I think I'm going to do it. And this is what makes it chill, is that there are no graces for this goal. There are no, like, you get this many days off, you get da da da. This is just a data collection challenge where I'm going to repeat the challenge, but I'm just going to track. I'm just going to see how I do, just having it tracked, but with no obligation to actually get everything every single day. And there's a part of me that thinks, because I'm doing that and because I'm not going to have any external accountability, there's part of me that thinks I'm going to not do very well. But I'm curious. And so I'm going to do it again. But alas, no videos, because that's not one of the goals. I thought about having videos, but with my arm, I can't really do a ton of editing. I can't be doing the editing that I was doing with that. And I want to see how I do without external validation. I want to see if I can just keep up with it, just to keep up with it. So, people are saying, I love Katie with a soundboard.
Thank you.
Oh, hi, Crystal. You made it to a triple stream. Holy heck. Hey, girl. For anyone who is interested, fall equinox is the 22nd, and it's 100 days to January 1st. Yes. Thank you, Crystal. I appreciate it. Protect your hands and wrists, everyone. So true. I cannot swim, unfortunately. I can't really have movement with my shoulder, because it's not just my wrist. It's my wrist. It's my ulnar nerve, my elbow, all the way up to my shoulder. Like, it's the whole right side is messed up. Hi, Amanda. Welcome. Lindsay is doing a cool down data tracking challenge all of September. How's that going, Lindsay? Because I know you told me about that and I was like, oh, I want to do that too. And then I didn't do it at all. So, and we're over halfway through the month. So I'd love to know how your cool down is going. Ugh, boo, the videos were so fun. I'm sorry, but we love external validation. I know, I'm so sorry. I know, I can't really swim. My daughter is in 4th place in her group for the Baby of the Year contest. Amanda, oh my gosh, the prize is $25K if she wins. Amanda, I believe Amanda put the information for this in the cafe. So everybody, if you have a Facebook account, I think you have to have a Facebook account. So I know a lot of us deleted our Facebook accounts long ago or have lost our login info. But if you have a Facebook account, go and vote for Kelly Rowland. Is that the name that we gave her? For Amanda's baby. Because that would be a slay if we could do this for Amanda, get her that 25K. 4th place is actually pretty well done. I did. Please vote. Everybody, if you've got a Facebook account, go vote for our very own Kelly Rowland. Okay, I don't know what happened to Katie, but I think I am going to get us into another sprint, our final sprint, and it's going to be another spooky reading sprint, 45 minutes, if that's chill with everybody. Wow, let's see. What spooky sprints does the hex? Oh, let's do this one. This one's fun. And we'll get it to the 45. I'm sorry. Katie usually can chat while I'm doing this, but she's off doing something else, and that's okay. So here we go. Let's share. Wait, what? Amanda says, what's really funny is that actual Kelly Rowland is part of the competition. What? Wait, like the actual, like the person with the Wikipedia page, Kelly Rowland, is part of this competition? Does she have her own baby? Whoa, that is crazy. Anyway, I want answers on this when we get back from the sprint. Okay, happy sprinting, everybody. All right. Hello, friends. Okay. I was like going to say, I don't know if Katie Ann has returned. I made it to page 59. I was going a little slower because I got a message that I had a package, and I went and picked up I ended up having multiple packages, and that made for some awkwardness with the hand. So I was gone for a little while. But yeah, overall, a very good sprint. My package was phone cases. And this is my phone case.
The originals or the
ones that got sent back and then got.
Did you get them to send them back?
I will say Berga, the company Berga, which I got level 7s accepted on Instagram to buy from them because they were having a buy 2 cases, get 2 free deal. And so I bought 4 phone cases. Yes, 4 phone cases. Me, the girl who usually has 1 phone case for 3 years, bought 4 phone cases, but I bought one for each season. And this is my one for fall. And
it's very cute.
I love her. She's so cute. Anyway, and it's MagSafe, so my phone's been charging. Katie Ann, my dear, how was that sprint for you? Where did you go off to before we started the sprint even?
Well, Mama Abos called me and I could not find my phone.
Oh.
So I answered on my watch, but I could not hear her.
Oh.
So that was an epic fail.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was time to feed the dogs. I have one dog. So.
Classic. Well, also, I want to say thank you to everybody who went and voted because I believe we got Evelyn, the baby, Kelly Rowland, excuse me. We got her from 4th place in her group to 2nd place. So people have been on it. This is what you missed. So Amanda Rowland posted in the Discord for people to vote for her daughter, Kelly Rowland, but her real name's Evelyn, as baby of the year. Which hilariously enough is the actual Kelly Rowland is running the competition with Jessica Alba and Paris Hilton. So it's like it's meant to be. Yeah. And she
That's awesome.
Asking people to vote. And I was all like, ugh, I want to vote, but in order to vote, you have to sign into Facebook. And I literally have no idea like how to do that anymore. I've lost my login information. But I realized that if you donate, because it's for charity, it's for something called Baby to Baby. And if you donate, then you don't need to sign in to Facebook. You can just donate and they give you votes. But voting once per day is free, but you have to sign into Facebook. But anyway, so I donated some. And we got Kelly Rowland, our little baby, to 2nd place in her group. And then I think if she manages to get to 1st place, she'll advance in 8 days. She'll advance to the next round. I don't know how many rounds there are, but either way, very cool. Amanda, we wish you luck in your baby contest journey. But yeah, I looked at it. It's really cool. If they win, like they get to go on Good Morning America. They do like a baby photo shoot. I think it's in like People magazine or something like that. So,
whoa, how cool.
Katie Ann can have that in common, you know.
I know, me and Baby Roland.
You and Baby Roland. Wow. Do you have any final things to say? My computer is dying, and also I am very tired from sitting here. I need to lie down because my arm is starting to hurt. So I'm going to take some leave. I'm going to make myself some chili, and then I'm going to eat in bed.
Slay. No, I don't think I have anything else to add.
All right. Well, congratulations to you for your exquisite New York Times review. And everybody, we will see you next week for not accountability. Steve, Devacious?
Yep, it'll be accountability.
It's accountability next week?
Yep.
That's so early in the month.
How it is.
I feel like
no, we've talked about this before, Wallace, because week 1 is always tarot. And unfortunately, the first Wednesday of October is October 1st.
Yeah, you're right.
So
you're right. You're right.
It is what it is. I'll try to be more lenient next week, I guess.
Okay. I have no idea what I put down. I do believe I actually put something in for accountability this month, but I don't remember what it was. All right.
Accountability, everyone.
We're going to do the fall outro.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. That's the power you have. We're going to do the fall outro because even though there's still 4 days left of astronomical summer, my mountain town is giving fall vibes. Like there's literally a tree turning red outside my window and another tree turning yellow.
Beautiful.
So we're slaying. Okay.
Amazing.
Bye, everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.